What actually took place near the Iranian Isvahan nuclear facility, that is where the second F-15E crew member was reportedly recovered. The official account claims a massive Special Forces operation was carried out to extract him. According to that narrative, hundreds of Special Forces personnel were involved, large C-130 aircraft were deployed. MQ-9 Reaper drones operated overhead. Multiple helicopters supported the mission. Then it is said the C-130 planes became stuck in the mud and could not take off. The United States claims it then destroyed those aircraft, each worth hundreds of millions of dollars. The rescued individual is described as a high-ranking colonel. His identity has not been revealed. We may learn more later, but for now, many questions remain. There are several details that need closer examination. The version being presented could be accurate, but there are reasons to question it. For example, the timeline of the rescue raises concerns. The second crew member is said to have traveled around 110 miles in a single day to reach the recovery point. The crash site and the rescue location are far apart. The airfield is geolocated southeast of Isvahan. Images of the destroyed aircraft show damage patterns that resemble bullet impacts or airburst effects on the C-130 Hercules. The United States states it destroyed the planes to prevent capture. Iran claims it shot them down. That raises a key question: what actually happened to those aircraft? Analysts have pointed out that C-130 planes are not easily immobilized, especially on firm ground near Isfahan. The location is roughly 400 kilometers. Inside Iran, it is also far from the original crash site. Additionally, there is wreckage from helicopters located near the C-130 debris that suggests multiple aircraft were lost in the same area. There are also reports that a forward operating base was established inside Iran for this mission. Iranian media released footage showing the burned remains of a C-130. That aircraft alone is valued at over $200 million. Iran claims it destroyed the planes during a failed rescue attempt. The U.S. Air Force states it destroyed its own MiG-130 transport aircraft after mechanical issues. The list of destroyed equipment is extensive. Iran claims several aircraft were shot down. The United States confirms losses but attributes them to self-destruction. It is confirmed that an F-15E was shot down. This contradicts earlier claims of complete air superiority. Reports suggested Iran had minimal defensive capability. Yet multiple aircraft were damaged or destroyed. Two HH-60 helicopters were reportedly damaged during the rescue effort. 6 Little Bird helicopters were also involved, with at least one possibly destroyed, and a 10 Thunderbolt was lost as well. Two C-130 Hercules aircraft were destroyed. 2 MQ-9 Reaper drones were also lost. This is a significant amount of equipment in a single operation. Some observers have raised alternative possibilities. There is speculation this may not have been solely a rescue mission. It may have involved targeting a high-value site near Isfahan. That location is home to a major nuclear facility. The reported crash site of the pilot was about 200 kilometers away. That discrepancy raises further questions. Previously, reports suggested Special Forces might attempt to extract uranium from Isfahan. That plan involved entering the area, building a runway, and conducting an extraction operation. The details described in this incident resemble that earlier plan. It is unclear whether this mission was connected. There are also reports of a deception strategy. According to official statements, intelligence agencies spread false information. Inside Iran, they claimed the crew member had already been found and was being moved. This was intended to confuse Iranian forces. Meanwhile, intelligence systems searched for the missing airman. The description of this operation has been presented in a highly dramatic way. It emphasizes precision and coordination. The CIA reportedly provided exact location data to military leadership. A rapid rescue mission was then ordered and executed. This account has been widely circulated. However, the use of deception raises further questions. Was the rescue narrative itself part of a broader cover? Was the primary objective something else? That remains unclear. The scale of losses suggests a larger operation. Multiple aircraft and helicopters were destroyed in one area. A temporary base was established deep inside Iran. Another account summarizes the sequence of events. A US F-15E was shot down despite claims that Iran lacked air defenses. The weapons systems officer, described as a senior colonel, ejected and was injured. He reportedly climbed a 7,000-foot mountain ridge and hid in a crevice in the Zagros Mountains. During this time, drones were used to eliminate perceived threats within a 3-kilometer radius. To recover him, US forces secured an abandoned airfield 200 miles inside Iran. This location is near a major nuclear research center. 2 MiG-130 aircraft landed there with large numbers of personnel. Both aircraft reportedly became stuck and were destroyed by US forces. Additional aircraft were deployed to extract the personnel. Videos circulating online show intense combat activity. Missiles appear to be striking the area. Iranian sources released images showing widespread destruction at the site. Iran claims it destroyed the aircraft. The United States maintains it destroyed them to prevent capture. At the same time, another U.S. aircraft and a 10 reportedly crashed near the Strait of Hormuz. In that case, the pilot was also said to have been rescued. Despite multiple losses and heavy fighting, no U.S. casualties were reported. This includes no injuries. The identity of the rescued colonel has not been disclosed. No images or interviews have been provided. The same applies to the A-10 pilot. The official conclusion states that these events demonstrate US air dominance. However, the losses occurred because aircraft were shot down. This creates a contradiction in the narrative. Iran's account differs significantly. Iranian sources state that their forces engaged US aircraft and ground units. They claim multiple assets were destroyed, including transport planes, helicopters, and drones. Reports also mention ground clashes during the operation. Iranian media states that 9 Iranian personnel were killed and 7 wounded. Officials have compared this event to past failed operations. Some describe it as a major setback. For US forces, they suggest the scale of the losses has been understated. These are the known details. The key question remains unresolved: what actually happened? The proximity to Isvahan raises concerns. The movement of the crew member appears unusual. The scale of the operation aligns with previously discussed plans involving the nuclear facility. It is possible this was a rescue mission. It is also possible there were additional objectives. The exact sequence of events is still unclear. What is certain is that significant resources were deployed, multiple aircraft were lost, and the full story has not been confirmed. Even in a controversial conflict, the recovery of personnel is important. If the crew members were safely rescued, that is a positive outcome, but the details matter. The identities, the timeline, and the purpose of the mission remain unclear. There may be further information released. There may be official statements addressing these questions. For now, the focus remains on understanding the facts. A clear and accurate account is needed. Subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching. Stay connected for daily reports and additional content.